Hey everyone, I'm Forrest from the Simcoe County Museum, and I'm really excited to show you the coolest artifact in all of Simcoe County. Now what we have here is a broad axe. Now at first glance you might think, so what? It's just another boring broad axe. But indulge me for a second. If you come closer and you look right here is a blacksmith stamp. The stamp says S. Lount. The S. Lount marks it for a blacksmith named Samuel Lount. Many settlers who immigrated to the Lake Simcoe area sought him out to help navigate and survive the first few years in this area. As Samuel's reputation grew, so did his stature in the community. This led to numerous offers to hold public office, which he declined, until about 1834 when he decided to run for the Legislative Assembly. This is where Samuel Lount's life takes a major and tragic turn. Not only was Samuel Lount a blacksmith, a surveyor's assistant, a businessman, and a politician, he also became a Canadian rebel. In the 1830s, Lount became involved with William Lloyd Mackenzie, who was the main instigator of the reform movement against a network of men who dominated the legislative, bureaucratic, business, and religious centers of power in Upper Canada. Mackenzie approached Samuel Lount, along with a bunch of other prominent members of the county, with a scheme to replace the provincial government with one responsive to the needs of the people. He mainly did it because Mackenzie assured him that it could be accomplished without bloodshed and without violence. On December 7th, after a brief skirmish, the rebellion was over in like an hour and a half an hour maybe, and Lount found himself the subject of a manhunt. Accused of treason, Lount pleaded guilty and petitioned for mercy. The Lieutenant Governor and the Executive Council decided that some of the rebels needed to serve as examples to the citizens, and they condemned Lount to death. So despite letters, petitions, protests from politicians, the local native community, and a plea from his family, Samuel Lount was found guilty of treason. Lount's last recorded words were, "Be of good courage, boys. I am not ashamed of anything I've done. I trust in God, and I'm going to die like a man." On the 12th of April, 1838, in the courtyard of the Toronto jail, Samuel Lount and Peter Matthews were executed. In 1893, a headstone was erected on the lot by appreciative citizens, marking the death of Peter Matthews and Samuel Lount. Who would have thought this old, dull, plain-looking artifact would have such an amazing story to tell?